It's the most wonderful time of the year. That's right. It's haunt season, and we are kicking off haunt season by going to the Northwest Arkansas Mall, a place that I very rarely go, but it happens to be where our Spirit Halloween is at this year. So, if you want to go to Spirit, you got to come here. And I definitely want to go to Spirit. So, let's see what they got this year. You know, for the most part, when we go to a Spirit Halloween, it tends to be in like a old, broken down area, you know, an old Toys R Us or something like that. Well, for us, that's the mall. This is not a busy mall. I don't think any malls are busy these days, are they? I really like this guy. I don't really think he fits my motif, but I do like seeing plus-sized models, you know, even if it is Halloweeny.
Looks
Whoa.
like you need a little trimming. A nip here, a tuck there. You'll be
Whoa.
perfect in no time.
I kind of love him. Okay, maybe I actually will pick him up. Oh my god, he's great. I do love that Beetlejuice is still a thing that people care about these days, as well as Nightmare Before Christmas. You know, I despised this movie for the longest time. I just refused to watch it. When I finally watched it back in 2018 for the first time, I just have to say, I love it when people call me Oogie Boogie now. I hated it back then, but now that I've actually seen the movie, it's kind of a compliment. Besides the costuming stuff, I really like that they're doing a lot more home decoration. You know, I got a Pennywise board a couple years back that advertised Pennywise, but none of this is really to my liking, but I know there's going to be plenty of people out there who want to get, you know, Nightmare Before Christmas wreaths and things along that lines for their own home. I mean, I can see myself drinking out of that goblet. Here is more along my lines. Let's see. Welcome to Camp Crystal Lake. Halloween Night Massacre. A Haddonfield sign. Elm Street. Oh, this it sign instead of losers. It says love it. Lovers. Sorry. That's great. Beetlejuice. Oh, and that's the one that I have hanging in my living room right now. Also, never been a big fan of Hocus Pocus, but I know a lot of people still love that film, and I'm glad to see it's still getting merchandise to this day. I don't know if my camera's picking it up, but Ghostbusters is playing in the background, and it's kind of cool to see Ghostbusters getting some love. I know the new movie's right around the corner, really excited for it, and I'm glad to see there's already merch for it. I have never been into the whole clown aesthetic, even when it came to like Captain Spaulding. He's probably the only scary clown I've ever liked, but I do have to say, I really like this as a candy bag for this year. Like if your kid is going trick-or-treating, this is a great candy bag because it keeps them from having to, you know, get too close to people. Here we have the Fortnite wall, and this always kind of annoys me a little bit because when I was a kid, there wasn't a lot of video game costumes you could choose from. Now you get to choose from your Minecrafts and your Halos and your Marios and your Star Wars, and you can even dress up as Marshmallow. I mean, come on. It's just so unfair. Kids have it so lucky. Now, growing up as a big kid, I was always fascinated with masks. And it's because most of the costumes I couldn't wear, right? But I could easily fit a mask over my head. I mean, don't get me wrong, I had a pretty fat head, so sometimes I couldn't fit a mask over it. But sometimes I think about collecting these types of masks. I bet this Plague Doctor one is very popular this year. This sloth mask is horribly creepy. And that's just my face there, huh? I do like that you have a variety of masks to choose from. But the weirdest one, every time I see it, is Uncle Bob. Is this from a show? Is this from a movie? What is Uncle Bobby? Somebody tell me in the comment sections. Why does Uncle Bobby exist, and why does he just look like, I mean, he's next to that. Uncle Bobby, alrighty. Another thing I really like to collect is like this weaponry, though in my old age, these are cheap plastic. I would rather get like something resiny, something a little more realistic. I do have some of these along my, you know, fake weaponry, but most of what I have is, you know, metal and not cheap plastic like this. I'm not a big fan of the cheap plastic stuff anymore. Some more of the animatronics is here. Here is this clown guy who, again,
Halloween costumes make me crazy.
I do feel like the clown aesthetic is right for some people, just not right for my aesthetic. This guy, on the other hand, though, oh my God, he is, he's something. 199 bucks, called the Nightcrawler. I don't know if he actually moves or does anything. There's no step pad. I don't know. Seems decent though. Now, if you know my aesthetic, you know I like to do a boneyard pet cemetery kind of theme. The problem is, most of the time when you come here, I like a nice thick, realistic looking tombstone. Most of these foam ones fall down too easily. I do love their skulls. I do love their skeletons. And these zombie headed ones, oh, that's fantastic. I might have to have some of these. Yeah, I definitely think I'm picking some of those up. As an adult, I've always been a little frustrated when I go through these, clown or costume sections, because I'm never going to be able to fit in any of these adult costumes, right? And that always makes me kind of sad. But here's a little hint for you guys. If you can afford some actual clothes, the accessory sections tend to have everything a big person would need to make a complete look. And yeah, that includes the makeup and the gloves and the hairs and the hats. And you can get creative with it, whether it's a cool mask, cool accessories. Maybe you do a steampunk look. Maybe you do a devil look. Maybe you do like just anything that works with a wardrobe item you have. That's what I've done my whole life. I know it's easier if you can just buy it off the shelf because you're a skinny person. If you can be skinny, I highly recommend it. But if you're heavy, don't be afraid to just get creative and make a costume for yourself. I wonder who the person is that woke up one day and said, you know what I want to be for Halloween? I want to be a flaming hot Cheeto or a bag of Cheetos. And I really feel like not making these in like 5X is a mistake, because come on, who else is wearing that? Who else is wearing that? Harley is always popular, but I bet this year you're going to see even more Harley Quinns than ever after Suicide Squad, the reboot, especially when you get like, look at that one. That costume right from the movie, fantastic. I mean, obviously she's popular for a good reason. She's a great character. Makes me definitely want to go to haunt season just to meet all the Harley Quinns I can. You know what, Rick? We're a complete sellout, Rick. We're going to sell our garbage at Spirit Halloween. Here's a mask of you. Oh, shoot, Morty. I suck. Nobody wants to dress up. That's right, Morty. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, Morty. All right, looking at the adult section, there is a fair amount of Ghostbuster stuff, including a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man suit. That's just me naked. Stance. I like to see Stance as it's normally Vinkman. And I gotta say, I really like this PKE meter. I mean, it's kind of cheap looking, but I bet if you bought that and you modified it, you could make it pretty cool. The Ghost Trap, again, kind of cheap too. I feel like there's better props out there. If you're in a hurry and you want to pick something up like this, that's fine. But I really feel like you could do better online. If you want to prove that you really love your child, though, you will be an adult that dresses in a Fortnite outfit. Yeah, I mean, it makes me cringe. It really does. But, if you're doing it because you're a proud parent and you love your child, more power to you. But I don't know if I could. I don't think, this is why I don't want to be a dad, because I do not want to dress up like a Fortnite character. I'm going to leave this open to interpretation, but I got a feeling naughty nurses, naughty doctors, ER surgeons. I feel like this is probably going to be very popular at Halloween again this year. Expect to see a lot of that. There's the David S. Pumpkin outfit, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Whoa. All right, that got me pretty good. I feel like if I hid him behind the banister of my porch, I would get a lot of kids to run away without candy. I have to say, this hanger, though, as simple as that is... Oh, it's not a hanger, it's on a stick. Yeah, as simple as that is, a little overpriced at $169, but God, I really like it. Look at the foam hands, though. Maybe a little cheap. I really wish they had this guy set up. Maybe they will by the end of the year. The punctured piece. This was a piece that I thought might look good in my yard. I don't know. Might have to come back and see it when they got it set up. Another thing that I love about these stores is when you go to one of these big ones, you can see stuff that you're not going to see a lot elsewhere. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I don't think that's particularly popular, but if you come here, you can get some Killer Clowns merch, and I'm glad. I never seen this Trick or Treat movie, though, and every year he seems to be, Sam seems to be a very popular character, so maybe this needs to be on my watch list for this year. Tell me in the comment section, is that movie any good? I mean, she's got me interested. I know they remade Chucky, so it's not too surprising to see this stuff in stores, but I don't know if the remake did very well. But it's nice seeing that. And again, now that I've actually buckled down and seen the films, anytime I see Nightmare stuff, including Oogie Boogie, especially Oogie Boogie, you know I'm going to be happy. That could be my treat bag for the year. Look at that. Some of this Beetlejuice merch. All right, to begin with, that mask is terrifying. I don't know if it much looks like Michael Keaton. I don't like this little piece here. And I love the snake pillow. I always felt like that snake was a bit of a throwaway scene, kind of. I don't know. But it's nice that they make merch of it. More classic movie merch. Nightmare on Elm Street. Awesome gloves. Gotta love the hockey jersey. Then there's these Freddy Krueger masks, and I'm just gonna be honest with you, I've never felt comfortable wanting to dress up as Freddy Krueger. Like walking around with the glove, that's one thing, but the character is pretty dark compared to the rest of them. I know they're all murderers, but you gotta remember what Freddy did to kids, man. I don't know if I want to be connected to that, even on Halloween. And of course, as a Stephen King fan, how do you not love seeing all that It merch? It just makes me really happy that this character is now and for always part of the Halloween lexicon. Back over in the housewares section, and I just have to say, when I see this stuff, don't you just want to meet the goth girl of your dreams who decorates with all of this stuff? Wouldn't that just be fantastic? Flying lessons. You say which like it's a bad thing. Yeah, I love it. Can't get much more classic than old school Ouija, but it kind of loses its appeal when it's just on this type of merch. I mean, what is this? Mints? Ouija mints. Ouija cups, Ouija glasses. I mean, I guess it's definitely an aesthetic, but I don't know. Not quite as scary this way. So that's one of several Spirit Halloweens that we'll have in the Northwest Arkansas area this year. And I have to say, a little disappointing. They don't have all the animatronics up. And I always try to wait until later in the year before I buy. I want to make sure that I'm getting the best stuff that fits my yard. I always wait till I decorate. Now, it is September the 9th when I'm filming this. I don't know when this video is going to go live, but probably will have decorated by the time it does. Probably going to decorate this weekend. So I get 6 full weeks of Halloween fun. And I'll be back in here and buying some stuff. But if you want to see more haunt season, if y'all want to see more scary stuff, let me know. Some of it might end up on the travel channel. Some of it will end up right here on the main channel. It's up to you. If you watch this, if you share it, you drop a like on it, I'll be sure to upload more. Guys, as always, thanks for watching. I love you very much, and I'll speak with you again soon. Now I'm going to do something I haven't done in a few years. Walk around a mall like Amazon doesn't exist. What the fuck?